guys, welcome back to the channel, Lost Legend TV. I'm Ray.
I'm James.
We have a really good gem for you today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh. What's up there?
Oh, so Bill, you want main camera?
Main camera. Sorry, I'm over here.
900 cameras in this room, goddamn.
We are going to review American Psycho 2.
Let's be clear.
2. So me and Ray had talked about it, and he'd never seen this movie. And I was like, okay, look, you gotta watch this movie.
Yeah, and we did. We did a full commentary just a minute ago. Available on Patreon.
You want to hear us ragging on this movie? Ray, so initial thoughts after watching this movie?
My biggest takeaway from this, right? The film has no business being under the American Psycho name.
Nope.
You can take that intro scene where they kill off Patrick Bateman in the fucking, the first minute.
Spoilers, bro.
Yeah, spoilers. You can take that out. Doesn't change the movie, honestly.
What is something good you can say from this film?
Take away some of the big plot holes and just logistics of the movie. The way they portrayed Mila Kunis' character in this is actually very well done. She's very narcissistic. She's a sociopath. She's brilliant. She's always 2 steps ahead. But there's cons with that too. There's flaws.
The score, which we talked about it, like
asinine.
We literally talked about it for the first 10 minutes of this movie. You were like, this doesn't feel like a horror movie or a thriller or anything like that.
I have accepted this isn't a horror movie. This is a horror comedy.
It's not, but yeah, it's just what it feels like.
Yeah. Somebody never saw this movie and was like, oh, is this a horror movie? No. Is it a horror comedy? It could be. That's where I'm at.
And there's some very cringy scenes, like Brian talking to Rachel.
Once she agreed, his mom went, boom, he just started buffering.
Literally, this man asked her multiple times, and I said it during the commentary. She said no, bro. She said no twice.
If it was me, I'd be like, okay, let me step away, regroup, try something else.
Maybe come back later, but in this moment, she said no. And then eventually, she agrees to it. Literally, she was about to give this man head. She was
with the door open.
We both knew he was gonna die, but he could have got some head before, and he literally stopped her. He was acting very weird. She's like, and basically because he didn't have protection. But you don't need protection for that, bro.
Could have been at the bottom side of that girl's throat, and you're just like, you blew it.
She could have blew you, but you blew it.
Yeah.
There's a tarp on her bed. And he's just like...
Fucking piss sheet. If I saw a tarp on the bed, I wouldn't think piss sheet.
No.
Under any circumstances.
No, and I'm out of the room. And then she keeps the ice pick by her bed.
Just ignore that big silver shining thing.
Gertrude being a bitch to her.
The fucking condom kill. It was comical. It's a horror comedy. This movie's a horror comedy.
I will say, honestly, out of all the kills, that's probably my favorite.
There's no way. I mean, that's one hell of a fucking rubber. And then she said what?
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Product placement. Trojan.
Yeah, Gertrude. This is the only time I legitimately did feel bad for her as a character. Because she's a freshman, she can't be a TA.
With Gertrude, I didn't understand her logic, like her side of the argument. Because, for one, Rachel, she's already done all the work. She has a fucking GPA of 4.0. The professor said that she could fucking... Apply. What's the problem here?
Yep.
I feel like that should have been addressed in the classroom day one.
True. Also, her dialogue with Brian, abysmal. Do you know who my father is? Yes, I do. It's just...
We know about you and your family and your money. Yeah, we get it.
We didn't even talk about this during the commentary. I don't even remember his name. It's aggravating me. The last dude, the one that was the biggest threat to her. Keith had almost no speaking lines.
None.
He's a threat to her. And he talks...
We got Cassandra.
He talks once. All he talked about was Ted Bundy.
That's a very big missed opportunity because towards the later end of the film, you find out that he's kind of like, he has psychopathic tendencies or he's obsessed with serial killers. I thought, okay, maybe this movie is going to go, maybe they're doing the same thing. And maybe they're going to go face to face. Nope, never happened. She literally stopped mid-swing and be like, okay, they're going somewhere with this. No, they're not. They botched that.
Over monologue. The expositional monologues. The first 20 minutes, she doesn't say an actual line of dialogue.
It has to be near 25% of this film, if not more. Mila just narrating this fucking movie.
Louis murdered this guy.
The thing, it had a comedy score in a horror movie.
Who chose that? Was like, dude, that's fucking brilliant.
That looks and sounds good, guys. We got a real banger of this one here. Gertrude's Death had bones.
It had the potential.
It had potential. Really good potential.
But the weird thing to me is, so she puts the cat in the microwave, right? Rachel puts the cat in the microwave. No damage to the cat, which Thank God. Shouldn't there have been some kind of damage? It was like a couple seconds.
It was in there for like 10, 15 seconds, bro.
She doesn't question anything. How did the cat get in the microwave? She opens it and immediately checks on it. I would have opened it, lit him out, and then looked around.
Poor Ricky Martin.
The beating with the thing, like, I like the angle, like, whatever, like, we're going to catch it in the microwave. That was fine, but it just came off really weak. And there was, like, very little blood splatter, and it was a very bad cutaway to the hit.
Yeah. The kill had bone. I like the ending scene. You can see Gertrude's dead reflection in the reflection of, like, the award. That was cool. The kill, it was almost cool. Because, like, Bobby's, the professor's death, it was almost unnecessary because she did absolutely nothing to kill him. He just died.
Yeah.
There was like, well, we don't have money for this kill, so you just got to fall out the window, William.
There was some terrible CGI in this. It was that.
The fire. God, that fucking... I can do better CGI than that. I have before.
Cassandra. So Rachel has, what, 3 potential people that could stop her from getting the TA assistant.
Yeah, Cassandra.
That's her whole thing. She wants to be a TA assistant to get into Quantico to become an FBI agent. And this all started because she saw Patrick Bateman killing her babysitter, who took her on a date while she was dating. That makes no sense off the jump. You even said, like, before the opening credit part, you're like, I would have probably walked out right now if I was watching. I really would. Cassandra is one of them. There's Keith, only guy that she said was smart enough to take her out.
Who had little screen time.
Very little screen time. There's Brian, who's just a rich, entitled brat, basically.
Skittish.
And Cassandra, who's your typical dumb blonde, who's also fucking the teacher. Like, she's out in the open about it. Like, she talks to Rachel because they're close. She's fucking the teacher. She keeps calling him Bobby. She's like, don't call him Bobby in front of me. Fucking, she has pictures in her room.
She's telling Rachel, please don't tell anybody. Please. Okay. Yeah. I won't tell anybody.
Don't let me down on this. Don't worry, I would never let you down while she's being hung up.
Yeah. Perfect cut. Bad one-liner right there.
You know, Brian gets killed with the condom. Cassandra gets hung. And then...
hanging on a prayer.
Then Stark finding her body was the funniest shit. You can see... like, there's a bookcase apparently in everybody's room. I really think they just use that same fucking room for every fucking shot. But there's literally a bookcase you could clearly see through. Like this. So if y'all are Cassandra's body, I can see you. And he
multi-shelf, by the way. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one.
So he opens the door, looks forward, doesn't see the hanging body, but it's because it's dark. It's because it's dark. And then
he turned the corner.
Yeah, he turns the corner, turns the light with his back towards the body, then turned around.
Oh my God, I didn't see you there. Definitely one of the worst parts of the movie. And William Shatner, like, he gets a lot of shit of overacting. I didn't think he was that bad in this movie. No. Like, he wasn't great.
My favorite thing was this move he did right here. Is like, why did you...
Bro, mine was, don't fuck with me.
Stop calling me Bobby. The way they do Keith, bro. This is where you said, you've lost me on logic. You completely lost... because he's sitting in a library. He's sitting...
public college library.
And he gets stabbed. And the thing is, they never explain... like, apparently they don't find the bodies until after everything's happened. Within a week, she has murdered like 8 people. And none of the bodies have been turned up until after she dies, and one of them was in a public fucking library. Like, no one went to the library. No one.
Like, one thing I love about this film is Rachel's plan, take away all the logic and the plot holes, I think is brilliant. Like, I really believe this is brilliant.
What they were trying to say is her whole thing was she wanted one person to know that she did all that. So
I guess that would make, because he wrote a book, and that was her stardom. Professor Bobby was in the fucking FBI for 25 years. It don't look like
the cops, bro. The dumbest motherfuckers ever.
Maybe in cinema history, bro. They're worse than the Halloween 5 cops.
There was a missing person on Rachel Newman. Rachel Newman? Yeah, but we went to her dorm and she was there, so...
It had been her.
Wait, what, Rachel Newman? They said that someone in the student body said that Rachel's been missing for 7 months. No one in the student body noticed this isn't Rachel.
But let's not even talk about the chase scene. At the very end of the film, Rachel has the real Rachel and Bobby in there. It gets to the point where she starts fucking T-boning the cops to run them off the road. This fucking cop is like, boo, boo, boo. Like, that'll get her.
The cop in the back, because it's Daniels, I guess the sheriff, and then the deputy. Yes. The deputy's like, God, she's going 60 in a 35 mile an hour. We've got to stop her. There's other reasons you should stop her. And she's obviously not stopping. It doesn't matter what it was, okay? It could have been that she ran a fucking stop sign or whatever. If she's not stopping for you as a police officer, She's breaking the law.
Take him on. This is after she started trying to run them off the fucking road.
Yeah. And then she stops.
Yeah, stops.
Until they get out the car, walk up to her car, and then she fucking pulls off on them.
And they casually walk up like nothing ever happened, like shining the fucking flashlight.
No guns. She literally tried to murder you.
In real life, it'd be like, freeze to get out of the fucking car.
Yes, 100%.
Dumb fucking cops. Worst part of the movie.
My favorite part was her talking to Bobby. Because he's taking Valium because he found Cassandra dead.
It was fucked up.
And she's trying to flirt with him. He's like, you're wearing Cassandra's necklace and dress. And he's like freaking out. And that's when he says, don't fuck with me. And she's like, you don't remember giving this to me, Bobby? Like,
yeah, then he's like, don't fuck with me. I love that.
Bobby, what's wrong?
Don't fuck with me.
You give this to me as a gift. Like, she's fucking with his mind. And then she just blatantly, openly admits that she was at Patrick Bateman's house. She killed Patrick Bateman.
Bobby just fell out the window. That's it.
She blew a kiss that fell out. And then she was like, she's planting seeds to make it seem like Rachel, the real Rachel, was fucking Bobby. Which, in a way, yeah, it's smart, but it's just...
He was fucking everybody else. So
everything else was, like, just so dumb. Like, there was really some bad writing in this.
Oh, by the way, we didn't even mention that the babysitter was fucking the professor.
Yep.
That's that tie-in.
That's how he knew.
That's how he knew.
And he couldn't figure out who killed Patrick Bateman or...
25 years in the FBI. Couldn't figure it out.
Nope.
Okay, William Shatner.
No camera saw that child walk out of that fucking room.
No camera saw fucking Rachel dragging Brian's dead body off of campus into the woods anywhere.
No one peeked around any bookcases to look for fucking Keith.
In the library.
Cassandra's hanging in her fucking bra and panties. No one ever went into that fucking dorm. So honestly, she didn't have a roommate.
But to me, honestly...
Would you watch it again?
I would.
You would?
I would. It's not a good movie, guys. It's not. But to me, it's one of those movies. It's so bad, it's kind of good. Once everything just fell the fuck apart, they just like gave up. They was like, fuck it, we gotta finish the movie.
Yeah.
And that aspect alone kept me entertained. Am I picking this movie to watch? No. There's no fucking way. But if somebody wanted to watch, I'll watch it with them. My favorite thing about this movie, before we close this out, is you take away all the bullshit, all the logic. I think what they did with the character and what they made her do, her plans, the way she was portrayed, I actually think
for the most part,
it was brilliant. Once she found out there was no TA position, she just went in a downward spiral.
Yeah.
And then once I found out she wasn't the real Rachel, I was like, okay, what she's doing now is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just the execution was poor. Yeah, the final scene of the movie, she's at the crime scene in a fucking hoodie. The cop goes... Oh, okay.
Doesn't see her.
The kid goes about his way.
That's our review on this movie, guys. Let us know what you thought about American Psycho 2. What was your favorite part? Whether it was bad acting or an actual scene that you thought was just really well done. You should play the score at the end.
Again, the parts I was entertained, besides Mila's character Rachel, it was like because it was so bad that it was funny. That's why I think this is a horror comedy movie.
Yeah. Until next time, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Join us on Patreon. You watch the commentary. Watch us rip on this movie. Thank y'all. Until next time, y'all. Deuces.
Adios.